You can't really tell where it's going to go.
Pretty much everyone left though on Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
All right, we are live, just so y'all know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You should stop talking shit. Is what you're saying?
I mean, you don't have to. Just
I
know that it's
believe
recorded
you
and
said that.
broadcast
Oh,
it
my
to the
goodness.
world. That's all.
I'm
Share
going to report you to the bod.
Yeah.
And you will get sanctioned.
If y'all want to share
about
it, you're welcome
8
to.
years.
Let me go ahead and pull up this YouTube video, and I want to share
Hey, who's that over there wearing orange pants?
that to the group. Let's see here.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Okay.
You said something about orange pants, but that's all I caught.
Who's the guy in orange pants over there? In that picture.
In the thumbnail?
No, the one you're sharing your screen right now. Sitting down.
Oh, got it on the screen on the
Oh
Discord
yeah.
screen.
I don't know. That's very orange pants though.
Guys sitting down with orange pants. Y'all spying something? I'm not spying. Middle of the. Oh yeah, that's very orange. Ooh, found it. That's not subtle. I think.
Yes, it's the orange one.
Took you long enough though.
Yeah, it took me a minute. Yeah, that's strong. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, chat? Welcome in. We'll get going in just a second with story time. We've got Dom and John in the house.
Hello, chat.
What up? Anybody in there?
Yeah, folks are starting to file in. Hope everybody's having a good night. For those who went to war, I hope everybody had a safe, tornado-free drive home. Ideally, minimal issues is ideal. Other than that, I want to share a little bit of story time. But first, John, what were your highlights for?
I'd probably say the Rose tourney, as far as fighting stuff went.
Mm-hmm.
Probably highlight. It usually is, right? So I think it's the best tourney in the known world for Rapier. 170 something people, great fighters. I thought it was cool that it came down to me and Boomy and Miguel in the final 3. So.
How many fights did you have?
Oh, I have no idea. 7-ish.
Outside of obviously the round robin at the end.
Yeah, like 6-7 rounds maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, something like that. It was 170 some odd, I believe.
So single limb based on that. So whatever.
And then 2 out of 3, or was it just like one pass?
Yeah, single limb 2 out of 3
Single
the
limb,
whole way
yep.
through, except for the round
last
robin.
year,
The round robin
smaller.
was single pass.
Okay.
I think last year was 200. It broke 200. This year we're in the 170s. Still an enormous tournament regardless. You don't really find that sort of tournament size really anywhere else.
Yeah, there's really no, even at Pennsic, there's not, no one tourney at Pennsic usually gets as big as the Ansteorran Rose tourney.
Cadet tourney maybe gets close.
I think that it's because, the cadet tourney had like 80-something people last year. I think that at Pennsic things there's too spread out. There's too much else going on for any one tournament to get such a big attendance. And Gulf War's a little more smaller, so it's like this is the thing for Rapier that day. So every Rapier site shows up, I think.
Pennsic is always kind of more quality over quantity, or quantity over quality than anything I found. Unless you have a specific thing, right? It's the period guys love Pennsic and always have their big tournaments there, but there's no big Rose tourney at Pennsic.
It was like the Ansteorran Rose and the Cadet. I think are the 2 biggest tournaments for
the Ansteorran. It's not the Ansteorran.
It's not a Rose anymore, right?
Yeah, it's not a Rose. Yeah, it's just a tourney. That one does get big, but that gets into the 70s or 80s.
Yeah,
and
it's not the same size.
As far as quality, both tournaments I feel like have a similar it's all about the 5 guys that are there that are really contenders, right? So.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But it's cool to have a tournament so big, though. I think that's.
How many did you have in the cadet tourney? Do you guys like watching the cadet tourney? I love going there. I love the energy around the cadet tourneys.
I
watched the end of it last year because it was opposite of Heavy Battle, but I came in. Me and Boomy came.
What about a Gulf Wars? Did they have one at Gulf Wars?
They had the Everyman tourney, but not.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That was
I watched the top. I watched the finals of that, also opposite of Heavy Battle.
Of course.
That was on Armored Field. They have the Esquires tourney and the Meridian Rose tournament. Both are armored tournaments. And they get a pretty decent unbelt turnout.
Nice.
Every man had 52 this Gulf War. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Did you see that someone did get video of the top 4 of the Everyman? I think
No.
SCA Tally did.
Oh, Tally got it. Great. I was gonna watch some Tally footage as well at some point. Maybe not tonight.
Yeah, he got a lot of good stuff too.
Yeah, a lot of good melee stuff. Yep. Rothgar caught all of the Meridian rows, so I plan on watching essentially everything
There's
in the next few weeks.
Lot of footage.
Ton of footage. I'm glad
which is really awesome.
More people are doing it because I can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
What day was the diamond on?
Tuesday?
Was it Tuesday?
Monday?
Monday. I think it was Monday.
Monday.
No, it was Tuesday because the first day of melees was Monday, right? And we did the field, and the bridge, and then the field again.
Oh,
and then the second day was the town. Right. It was the town battles, and then you did the diamond.
You're right. Because I couldn't do the town for that reason.
Yeah, you never get to do the town because you're always doing the diamond.
I definitely do the diamond. After I won once, I kind of didn't want to anymore.
The diamond?
Yeah, just like it's more like it's not that I dislike doing the diamond. It's just that it's for priority. I kind of want to do a town battle just because I haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, it depends on what's opposite. I like the diamond tourney when I was in it a couple times.
But it's how it goes.
I didn't do what you did though. I didn't do the fight heavy and the rapier in it.
Oh yeah, with Rags.
I've only done it as a rapier fighter. I think it'd be kind of fun to do it as an armored fighter now, but.
For the two of you, if you want to see what I'm pulling up, you're welcome to pop open stream. It's not going to be on the screen that I share, I don't think.
I have you open.
Chat. So I'm going to pull up some just a few of my personal highlights. Here is the photo of us being little raccoons finding shrimp late night. This might be one of my top 3 highlights. This is an unexpected. It was a Sunday night, I believe. We went out.
You got ads. Hold up, you got ads.
Oh, well, unfortunate.
Or I got ads. You can keep going.
You got ads.
I don't know if everyone gets the same ad at the same time.
I don't know.
I got an ad, but
I think so. But it was Sunday, and we went out. Went to the Southern Consortium for some party that I don't know what we crashed. We crashed something. For a little bit.
Was it a party or were they just hanging out in camp?
No, I actually think we crashed a proper Royals cocktail or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was told.
Y'all got shrimps.
Yeah, and then from there we went over to is it Bringelad?
It's a household from mostly Bringelad, but in Ansteorran. I think they're called Soup. It's a newer household they just formed recently.
And they had just shrimp in big bags, Cajun shrimp as a boil, and a bunch of us just sat around or stood around the trash can eating what amounted to several pounds of shrimp, and easily one of my highlights of war because we spent about an hour eating, which is delicious, but it's more than that. That was the apex of drunk and punch drunk.
There you go.
We stood around just giggling the whole time.
Have you ever been to a Cajun shrimp boil before?
I have.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Then we did one at Golf Course.
Yeah, I mean, I love boiled shrimp and crawfish and stuff. That's great. So I came in a little late, and they were just all fucking covered in food, just going to town.
So good. I don't know where you went, John. What happened to you?
I stayed in the Meridian camp talking to Count Eckhart for a little bit.
Okay.
And then
why was he in a Meridian camp? He's not Meridian.
He was all over the place. So
okay, that's fair.
Here's a couple of shots from the Jello Shot night. Here's this one it was one of my favorites, except it's very wholesome.
Are you showing it, Booby?
Yeah, it's on I'll pull it up for stream. Yeah, that's Dom's voice. And then we have what else do we have? We have this one that's Mare and I.
I don't think the pictures are showing up on your stream.
Yeah, I'm only seeing your face, Boomy, on Twitch.
Hold on. Let's see if we can do it this way.
All right, I'll be right back.
Haha.
There you go, yeah.
Thank you. So we have this one of Mare and I.
Okay, now we're looking at the tourney. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I'm pulling them on, pulling them off screen.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cartwheel review. We can do that at some point, too. That sounds fun. I'm in.
So much to go through.
There's so much to go through. Easily one of my favorites, like I said. This one I like. It's super
That's
cute.
a good
I wish
one.
we weren't blurry, but it's super wholesome.
Well, I mean, it kind of captures the vibe.
It captures what's inside of our heads for sure.
Yeah, like this is This is how I remember this moment.
This is also how I remember. It's about this amount of blurriness, except for the moon. The moon was very clear that night with the lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, there was.
It was super pretty. I don't know if
You can
someone.
tell everyone.
Oh, go
You
ahead.
gonna tell I can tell chat how many jello shots you did.
41. They weren't full
41.
shots.
Boom.
If they were
Boomy
actually
won.
shots, I would have died.
Yeah.
Like just hard died. This photo is, I think Maggie fell asleep. This is fairly early in that particular night. Oh, I'm holding a jello shot. Look at that. And
What did I miss?
I don't know if I told you this, Maggie, but you fell asleep for long enough that my feet, in the way they were positioned, went fully numb. And at some point, I was like, I can't feel my feet. I need to get up now. And then I felt bad, but not bad enough to like just up and leave and walk around to get feeling back.
Funny.
And yeah, those are the. Here's one more. This is Sleepy John. Very cute. This is later in the night when they had changed positions, where Maggie's now awake and John is just dead.
Very dead.
At some point, John looked at me in this night and was just like, "I cannot have another Jello shot. I will vomit." I'm like, you should drink water.
Did he have another one?
I did not, because I would have vomited.
You would have
But
vomited.
I don't. To be fair, I don't remember if I had one or not.
I very, very much believed you. I was like, "Oh yeah, definitely gonna happen."
Yeah. I hit my limit.
What else do we have? Oh,
I don't know that I've ever hit a Jello shot limit.
Here's the shrimp trash cans.
We can test that next year, Dom.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Boomy, what is on your head?
An animal friend. It just happened to be in my car, and then other people had those, and so I joined them in doing that.
Like you do.
That's all it was. Oh, John. Let's move John here. All right. John and I can talk near each other. For those just joining, welcome in. We're just going over some story things from Gulf War. And it was very fun. This was a good time. I intend to go back. I've been the last 3 years, and I intend to continue that streak for the foreseeable future. It's been very fun.
Where'd you camp?
In Osprey, which is the main camp, and it is the sub camp is called Fire Cats, I think. Is that what it's called, John?
Yeah, so we do Fire Drake, which is our household, and Tiny Cats kind of combined to do like a group camp, and we like sub camp as part of another camp called Osprey, but we call it Fire Cat because both of the households combined. So
Fire Cat, okay.
Yeah, it's cool. We have a good mix of like last year we had 5 different kingdoms represented. This year we only had 3, mostly Meridians and Ansteorrans, and a few Atlanteans, but yeah. You definitely be welcome if you wanted to next year if you wanted to camp.
Yeah, I have to find someplace to camp, and Atlanta is about the farthest away from
we're
the fighting field.
It is one
super close to the field.
Away. Yeah.
Super close to the field, which is really nice.
John, you're bigger than me on the stream. I'm gonna rectify that right now.
I don't know.
We're not.
You just make him shrink. There you go. Make it shrink.
Yeah.
That's a more accurate size.
Yeah. Now we're like this is how we normally interact. All right, chat. We're gonna watch the Rose tournament. This particular tournament this year was run as a single elim, 2 out of 3. I think they didn't seed anything. It was just a random shuffle for the first many rounds.
Are you sure?
As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. I'm not at the MML table. And then other than that, it is usually the highest number of people that compete in Rapier in the SCA at one time that I have seen. Because last year was 204 or something like that ish. This year was like 177 or 4 or something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like 170 plus. There's a lot.
Well, you also got to set it up too, right? Like everyone's always kind of looking for cool fights and cool tournaments, right? But this one is the one that is really, really like everyone gets up for. Everyone comes and has to be sponsored by a Rose. There's all kinds of pageantry around it.
Yeah.
And it's It's way more than there's a ton of people come show up and do it, right? That's part of what makes it special.
Yes.
At least in the past, I would say.
For those who don't know, the pageantry is you have to have a rose that sponsors you, who is someone who has been queen in the SCA. And ideally they are there and you can talk to your opponent's rose and do the...
they've been consort, to be pedantic about it, but...
That's true.
There are male roses who have been king consort. So.
That's true.
You are being pedantic.
You are. Well, that's okay. That's fine.
Being inclusive. How about that?
You're being pedantic.
Could be both.
Last year, it was John and I in the finals, and this year, I didn't quite make it that far.
Boomy, have you won one?
Not a golf rose. I've won the Pennsic version.
I think I've knocked you out the last 3 years. Is that correct, Movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to share credit with Mike this year.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, Mike. Oh my God. I was your last fight though, right? Like Mike set it up.
Yeah.
But
you should get a compilation video of the last 3 finals.
The one last year's I've killed John enough in the finals. And I'm like, man, I gotta start my own montage.
So last year was a little messed up. Bumi beat me more times than I beat him, but I won the fights that mattered more based on the format.
Yeah, that is part of it. That is part of winning a tournament.
Maybe I should just not give you any pickups with me up until after, because you are by far weaker on our first set of any war.
Yeah, 100%.
Just give you no books.
I was happy to get those pickups. I felt like that's what helped.
Yeah, I think that's
so. When you're adaptable, John just goes into, this is how Boomy fights.
Yeah, he just forgets between every time we cross blades.
I forget every 6 months I need a wake up call.
Did you two fight at Adult Swim?
We did not actually.
No.
But we did a pickup on like Sunday after the champs battle. Pickup set and I think that gave me the wake up I needed for the war.
Yeah,
so this reminds me of used to be a tournament called Chalice of the Sun God. Do they still do that here, Boomy? They still do it up in Palo Alto?
It stopped a while ago, a few years back.
Okay. Well, I lost that 3 years in a row to Connor.
Oh, no.
And every year I was like really close.
Mm-hmm.
And this is when I was on my upwards curve of skill, and when I finally beat him, I was so excited. And then it poured rain, and I didn't get to celebrate at all. I just had to go home.
Sad. I definitely had the opportunity to beat Connor in that tournament. That was my first win against him. Was one of the challenges.
Oh yeah,
and I have that on film, which I'm very happy for.
There you go.
It's the first time I beat him.
First time I beat Connor. Might have been filmed on a cell phone. Flip phone?
Flip phone.
This is a while ago.
Chat, for those calling in, welcome in. Currently, we're watching the Ansteorran Rose. I set up my camera on the side when they were doing this. Is round 1, so I just kind of set up the camera on the side to catch whatever I could on one of the fields. Because there's so many humans, we take up the fields all around the 2 tents in the middle.
Yeah, so cool.
And they do the first couple rounds just like they call it shotgun. You just get your opponent, find a marshal,
and we marshal for each other.
No, where's this? Where's the equestrian from here?
Behind the camera.
Directly
behind. Okay, so you're
around the tree line. I was like looking for our people. Who were your first 2 fights, John? Do you remember?
Ooh, I think it was a pretty new fighter from Chimeras, and then I think a newer fighter from Glen Aubin. I do not remember their names.
This is always one that I actually use to meet newer fighters and their roses, right? Because you go and you talk to their rose if you win, and if you lose, I guess. But you have to go over and say hi and tell them about their fighter and everything. It's really fun.
Dante.
Like the guy's doing right here. See, he's getting her to sign him or something. Or
for those who don't know, the intro
fist bump
to this video, this is Dante, who did the like and subscribe at the very beginning.
Yeah. From North Shield, right?
Yeah, part of the
You lived in Atlantia for a little bit, though, right?
Yep. That's how I know him.
Well, that's confusing.
They called him Little Dante for that reason.
They
right?
call him Young Dante for that.
Young Dante.
I was say he looks taller than Dante.
19 Dante.
Young Dante.
I know who that guy is. Oh man, what's his name? Oh, goddamn.
The gentle he's
The
fighting.
guy. Yeah, he's I want to say Meridius.
Is that Corbin from Meridius?
I think it might be Corbin. Yeah, it looks like Corbin.
I think so.
Oh, it is Corbin.
He may have shaved.
About it.
I think it is.
I think he got a haircut and shaved.
I guess they already fought, and this is the introduction.
Is Slav
Yeah.
I wanted to see their fight. Oh well. F in chat. No fights.
Oh, there he is.
Looks like Slav just finished their fight. Any other fights?
Or they're
in the
about to fight, maybe. Oh,
Who is double sniffed?
fight? That is His Majesty of Atlantia.
Oh,
Also prolific Warwick. For sure.
Huh.
Ooh, the Slav fight. Slav, do you fight this one?
It looks like they're waiting for an opponent.
Huh? Has opponent?
nope. Vanish. Oh, there he is.
Opponent. All right. We get to watch them.
Oh, is it a two-handed sword person?
No spoilers, Slav. In chat.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
I do know how this goes because I know who knocked Slav out. So, no spoilers though.
Was it her?
You'll have to wait and see, I guess.
Was it a flying jump off the top rope?
I'm actually kind of curious to see how the two-hander fight.
Oh, look, it's Miguel's fighting over here too.
Where?
On the right, in the red, with the furry ears. Imagine he knocked us both out with wearing that outfit.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Those are supposed to be on my mask too.
Oh,
What? How come it's not part of your icon?
That's a good question, Booney.
all right. We get two fights to watch. Lucky us.
Two fights of friends.
Who is Miguel fighting?
I don't know. They're doing some weird stuff.
They're doing almost like a.
No one suspects the threat from below.
They look like how Kelric fights, like that high, super low,
Oh yeah.
voided.
Yeah, he's
torso.
not as tall as Kilrick though.
I haven't seen Keller fight in years, so.
That's how I remember Kelric fighting. I also haven't seen Kelric fight in years.
You'd have more opportunity than me, but
It's true. Miguel just looks like Miguel all the time.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not used to seeing him wear a cloak like that.
Oh, wear clothing.
Yeah.
I didn't
Me
say
neither.
clothing. I said a cloak.
You haven't seen him with a shirt on in years.
I mean, yeah, no. Last time I saw him was at Penzic, and 90% of the time he was there in a shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, Penzic was balls hot though. I don't.
Yeah.
Anything more than a loincloth was miserable anyway.
Boomy's been a bad influence on Mike, I think, over the years.
Have I? I think you might be right, actually.
I don't know about
Like
that.
I feel like I'm a good
It's a bad
influence on him.
You've been
It looks like-
influence.
You have been an influence.
Yeah. I think I'm a good influence from my perspective.
You have been a. Oh, so Mike flying backwards.
Slav, did they have range on you? I don't know if you recall. It seems like y'all would have been more equal at this point.
Blade range, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Slav's arm plus.
Let's say, yeah.
That's funny. No.
Nope.
I don't know many people that would have more arm plus blade.
Blade.
Long arms and gay wrists.
Blade, Aura.
Two-handed looks.
Wasn't
cool.
there? Do you remember John the Tall? He was pretty tall.
Yeah. That human was huge.
Are we going to talk about Nick's dad or no?
Dude, I think there was like Duke John. I don't. That's all I remember.
Yeah, John the Tall was a Duke. Yeah.
They were like 6'6". I remember I beat them in the Rose tournament. It was like top 16 or something.
There's also Simon from North Shield who's pretty tall too.
It was a dude from Kaid who was super tall. And I remember one time in a Pennsic tournament, I saw it opening and I hit his helmet, but it was so far away I had to jump. It's like an oblique, like offside. It was like a jump sideways. And I hit it. And I remember he had one of those like teardrop shaped helmets, and it went clang. And he goes, "What was that noise? No one ever hits my head."
Ta-da.
That's funny.
We have Master Orazio over here.
So yeah, those
Stuck in a foot shot.
Nice.
Lefty tricks.
Ratio's opponent is perfectly behind this marshal or whoever this person is.
No. Orazio is fighting.
He's camera shy.
No. Mysterious floating blade.
Mysterious floating blade.
Yeah.
Random purple people eater running past.
That is a long fight.
Yeah, it's a lot of. She's run away from you.
Got to get out. It's a very open field. You can just run
Good.
back for forever, essentially.
So I feel like, wow, she is good defense.
Nice nuke. All right, we're bumping ahead a little to next round. See who we know. Chat, if there's any fights that you want to see, tell me to stop. I'm going to otherwise keep kind of bumping forward.
Orange! Oh, sorry. John, who is your rose this time?
Countess Michelle.
Okay.
I pretty much always fight for her.
Did you know, Dom, that Miguel fought for Lynette?
I did not.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
How did that work?
He just joined last minute and needed a rose. And so
Yeah.
made the connection, which I think is funny.
His normal rose already had 2 fighters, so he kind of came in late. And I think Davius was the one who found her, because he was also fighting for her. So.
Oh, Davis! Or Davis? Speaking of evil left-handers.
Flip around here somewhere.
I fought Davius at one point. I don't know if it's on film or not, but I did fight Davius in this tournament.
I remember one time I hit him with a shot that was it was one of the ones where like your brain just freezes and you don't parry.
Mm-hmm.
And he yelled at himself.
Oh.
Right?
How dare.
And he yelled, "Damn it, Mike!" And I didn't know who Mike was.
Hey, Boomy, do you want to go back a little bit? I want to watch this fight between Lorenzo and
Yeah.
Christopher.
Sure. Oh, yeah. We know
Yeah,
the
sorry, go
outcome.
ahead, Bill.
No, that's fine. So he yelled, "Damn it, Mike!" And I was so confused because I had no idea who Mike was. Mike is his mundane name, and it was very angry. "Damn it, Mike!" And, and I was like, "I'm sorry, what? I'm not Mike."
Yeah. Little did you know.
So he just bum rushed on his left hand side. Looked like.
I see you back there, Slav, fighting somebody.
I mean, I see your walker right here.
Sure. This is not a good angle for this fight.
Double leg.
Got the counter leg.
Both dead?
Double kill?
I assume that's double kill.
Their body language makes it look like a double kill.
Yeah.
And
Body language made it look like one of them wanted to headbutt.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch my fight with
That was a nice hand pick, Slav. I saw it in the background. Well done.
I think if people get double legged, they should just reset to stand.
They really should.
I ask my
Culture.
opponent, like if we were in that situation, I ask them if we can do double leg. Can we see that shot again? It's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that Christopher threw?
Yes. I think it looked like a center line, but I wanted to see how they set it up. A little farther back, I think.
No, it's coming up.
Okay, this is
That's right here. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry. It still drives me nuts that you don't use hotkeys, but...
But pick.
How dare I? Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Look, it looks like he disguised his advance with the buckler.
Oh, he did kind of a weird sidestep to set this up. Interesting.
Yeah.
Du Christopher does a lateral step where Lorenzo reads it as a back step. That's my educated guess.
So he comes in here. So his momentum. I don't know the guy on the left.
Christopher.
Lorenzo is on the left.
Oh, Lorenzo. Sorry,
Lorenzo. Yeah. Okay. His momentum's already going forward because of that.
Yep. You saw the back leg starting to come up, and Christopher's like, "Oh, that's go time." And so this back is like, "No, I don't want it anymore." But it's already kind of a little late.
And good cross cover with the buckler.
Yeah. Like he's all the way behind it. He's like peeking around it.
Boom. Yeah. That's cool. That's a neat shot. I'm surprised.
Can we see that? Can we see that again in full speed? I want to watch that first step.
I'm surprised Lorenzo didn't get the dagger on the blade. Oh, this is the thing I've been walking around and correcting people when they fight low guard, is that dagger positioning. I did it a lot this war. If Lorenzo, if you see this, or chat, if anyone wants to clip this and send this to him, Lorenzo, take your dagger where you were. You allowed him access to your midsection. Point that tip down and funnel his sword to the outside of your body. If you want to do it next time, grab me. We'll do it. We'll work on it.
Or just use a stick.
Don't do that. What was that third pass? Looked messy.
Like a draw cut, maybe on
across the back. Okay.
Yeah, it's a wrap shot.
It is wrap shot. He wrapped. If I recall correctly, he wrapped me just outright. Yep. There it is.
That'll teach you.
Good fight to watch. I'm glad we caught that one. Slav, you had some long fights, my friend.
You're very patient.
And you know it's bad if Boomy's saying that.
Do I have a reputation for long fights?
I feel like we've been talking about this for years, that you're like very patient. You do better now. You used to be too patient.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Remember that bear pit tournament we fought at this, they used to do at Gulf Wars?
Yes.
You probably had a similar win percentage as me, but you had way less wins because it just took so long.
Because I didn't.
This is obviously not a bear pit, so it doesn't matter. But
right,
because we didn't do the race.
Yeah,
I like the race.
I think that it's still beneficial to, like, you don't want to waste so much energy on a fight you don't, like, you could win quickly.
Yeah, I agree about the efficiency. No disagreement.
I think there's a difference between like not exerting yourself on a fight you don't need to, and being patient.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, because if I'm in a kill race, then they're getting pretty much max effort for as short a period of time as I can do it.
Still can't believe you and Celestia tried to stall me out in that bear pit.
God, I was so tired that whole time. Like, I was in a not a good way. But yeah, no, I don't. For chat, there was a bear pit, right? That people were trying to to win, and Celestia and I wasn't going to get close, but as soon as we fought John, we would just like back up, like stall and not engage. It didn't work.
It was very funny. I respected the hustle.
Or the lack thereof.
That is R2 and the Duke Christopher of the West.
Yeah.
Oh. So we got a hand or an arm.
Let me back it up. We're gonna rewatch this. Yeah, R2. He's Raphael. Most the local folks call him R2 because there's another well-established Raph that started before him. So in my head, I met him as R2, and so
R2. Okay.
He is
D2.
Always been R2. No D2, just R2.
You need another Dante or another Dominic so they can have R2 and D2.
There you go. Young Dante would be D2.
Hello, and Black Feather's first time chat.
Yeah, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out.
I'm surprised more people don't pick Christopher's hand when he does that high guard thing, when he puts his sword up.
Yeah.
I also agree.
Oh, hello, fingers.
That's me. That's my fingies.
Also, he pushes that buckler across his body a lot.
Yeah,
and he advances. I would hit him oblique to his left side.
Yeah, when I fought him at Penzik, I did a redouble where I threw center line. He did a cross with the buckler, and then I did redoubled to the left, to my right, his left, because he got the buckler across.
Yeah, when people move that buckler, like it's easy to just move it out the way.
Yeah.
Look at this. The Christopher triggers the cross parry by using that little flick of the tip right here, and then explodes in. And I think that cross parry reaction gave the opportunity
to see where his sword is.
Hand. I can't see blade here.
Yeah, I can't see blade.
I see something
but
bending right here.
Something's bending.
Yep,
something's bending.
Yeah.
You can see now Raph's sword and dagger. Hard to tell in that angle.
Yeah. We got ads on Twitch.
Well, if you don't want ads, you should subscribe. What do you call it on Twitch? Subscribing?
Subscribe, yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a Prime sub, you can subscribe.
Yeah. I would like to fight with Christopher more because I feel like he's an interesting fighter. I only fought him that one time at Penzik.
Yeah.
Where is he? Where's he from?
The West, I think.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah. He's very unorthodox. Does some interesting, different things. So this is Illidor and Eamon. Eamon's a newer, kind of up-and-coming fighter from Ansteorran. He won the Ironman tourney.
Oh, cool. He has a cloak thing. That's really cool.
Yeah. He made all that stuff himself, I think.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
All right, wait. Hit pause. There we go. All right, we're back.
Can you all talk through this fight for me? I'm going to futz around with the ads.
Okay, so Illidor is being very Illidor, and then she's being left-handed Illidor.
Yeah, Illidor
fights very tall.
Yes, and aggressively. I would say she does a good job of pushing, like doing the pressure, push someone back into the corner.
But it's kind of all or nothing usually.
Yeah.
So as long as you keep pressure on her or do not stand in her center line, you can. She will not trigger.
Yeah.
I tend to. Ooh, what was that? Did that go? I saw her bib move.
I couldn't.
All right, looks like one to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boomy's not here to
I feel like he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna step on his tail.
It's a little low. You're right.
Oh, we're.
Was it double?
Yep. Looked like it. Boomy, is there audio on here or no?
There is, but not for stream right now.
Okay, cool. Discuss. You stabbed my pants. How dare you?
Very white pants.
Yeah. I think white pants look super cool, especially in SCA, but I would never wear them. I'd get them dirty in like 30 seconds. Oh. Wardrobe malfunction.
You should probably wear the mask. It's recommended.
What? That seems like extra rules to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, remember last time I fought Miguel in the Rose tourney?
Mm-hmm.
Right before Leon, I put my mask on, and there was a spider.
Oh, remember that?
And it went right in my mouth. I was like, hold! And pulled it off, and I was coughing, and he thought I was dead. And I was like, no, it's just spider in my mask.
I do remember that actually. That's funny. I think there's video of that.
Okay,
somewhere.
so is there? Oh my god! So Illidor does this thing where if she is not coming forward, her right front foot is planted, and she will sort of. I haven't fought her in a long time. Case. But she will kind of like sewing machine over the top of her front leg. So.
I think she was just fighting Case to match her opponent because Amit always.
Oh, was she?
So.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's his jam.
Yeah, it's his main style. He likes that single. He doesn't own a dagger, so.
I mean, I don't either.
He owns 2 swords, so.
I gave my dagger away. I think it's still in. Oh, it doesn't matter. They outlawed him. I had one of those Rondell daggers with the flexi dagger blade.
Not as good as a stick.
What up, dude?
Hey, Slav.
Hello. Welcome in. All
right, who we got here?
This is me and a fighter from North Shield. I'm blanking on his name right now.
All right. Looks like an accountant. Oh. Left his center line open a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely kind of rushed me a little.
Okay, so he cleared your blade that first time, but he did not continue to clear it. Right? You did like you pulled it back and were able to just hit him. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He's doing the all right. So parry down, coming over top, parry out. Where you're behind his head now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I have no idea where your sword is.
So much happening.
There's a lot.
Dagger over there. He's going to come in. Oh, you're both trying to do the same thing. So it looks like you are in his gut there, or in his crotch anyway. That's rude. That is very rude.
What a freeze frame.
That's incredibly rude.
2 frames nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pulling it back there. Very well. Very nice. Avoid the complete gelding.
Off we go.
And he's just continuing to come forward.
Yeah. His shot went passe to my right, if I remember.
So you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's another angle of that fight that Tally has, I think.
Oh, I did.
What was that?
I want to watch this one.
That's Maggie and Eric.
Oh, slipping and stabbing.
Slipping in a boot nonetheless. Eric, amazing performance considering boot. This whole
round. Top 6, and he was wearing a boot the whole time.
Yeah, incredibly hard fight.
He broke his foot or something.
Yep. Has basically one intention. Cannot redouble. Like literally cannot redouble. Physically.
Oh, like he's wearing a broken like foot boot kind of thing?
His left foot is broken.
Yep. Oh, son of a bitch. That hurts.
Oh, there's where I got knocked out in the background.
Oh, I didn't even see back there.
It's Oscar.
Rewind. Let's watch.
Thank you.
Let's watch it. That's fine.
Also, Maggie, what was going through your brain in this? I think you have to re-up the prime every X
week.
time. I don't know how
month.
that works. Every month,
Like month.
like
It's
manually.
Month,
It's you, yeah. What were you thinking?
It is you.
Like, did you have any particular like strat coming into this fight, or knowing that he has a boot, did you like try to kick him?
Did you hit him in the foot? Was it hit him in the foot?
Oh, it's a buy fight. Got it.
Okay. His buy or your buy?
Maggie was being the buy.
Okay.
Okay. What happened? Is that just a quick disengage?
Look like under your dagger, I think.
Nope, nothing there. Oh,
Yep,
just
under the dagger.
Straight
Yep.
line under. Okay. Good targeting.
Slav, do you want to watch yours, or is that?
We can.
I forget what.
We don't have to. I know.
In chronological order.
I would say it was right before this. I did kind of a mean in the first pass where I took his right arm, and as he said arm and started to back up to reset, I did not let him and just ran him down anyway.
Yeah. I had a nickel.
I mean, like, no hold was called. Come on.
Well, do you remember? Has anyone ever told you this story about just fucking Perry? Like that phrase?
BG.
AFT.
I think so.
So it started when I was doing a podcast way back in the day, and I had hit a few people hard because I thought they were going to parry, and I was like, all right, I was moving fast, you need to just fucking parry. And everyone's like, that is not correct. You should not have that same attitude. But it was a lot of the times when I would hit someone's arm, and my tactic would be throw arm chest. And the same kind of thing you just did. I'd be like, just fucking parry if you don't want to get hurt. That's not appropriate, apparently. Lumi, what are you doing back there?
That's what I was watching.
There's a lot of weird stuff in that fight.
Okay. Chat.
Also, who has orange pants back there in the back?
Oh, yeah, orange. Observing. Chat. The person I was fighting, Sir Christopher, knocked me out of the best at this past Pennsic. And at the time, I knew, like I had thought about it over the last couple of months, or half 6 months or so, and I knew I needed to close and just jump down. Like as soon as our swords touch, I was going to just close and just dagger. The same thing I do to Dom. Like I have to do it. I have to put that fear that I am able to do that into my opponent. Because if I don't, they get to play the range that they want with the pressure that they want, if that makes sense. And so here, as soon as we lined up, which by the way, this took an incredible spike of adrenaline. Like this was as high as I got all war. But the right here, as soon as our blades touched, I was like, I know I have to go. So one interaction, kind of found measure, found a hard close on the inside with my blade as he went to kind of poke at my head. And from
Is that your dagger on his blade?
No, it was sword. I just hard
Okay.
the inside line with my sword.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, and then just jumped in and immediately daggered to his head, which he punched with the shield. And you can see my momentum carrying all the way through. Here he wraps and tries to I think he actually hits me with the wrap, but it was very it was just a percussive wrap around my dagger. But it had no pull on it. He was trying to pull, and you can see I'm punching with my dagger. He pulls, but he's too far away. And I'm still driving in. Right, you see my dagger kind of stopping the wrap, and now he does a good job of doing the lateral pivot step to kind of get access to my back. So I turn, and then I was like, oh, he's coming back in. Because I'm just trying to address the sword the whole time. That's it. You can see me just pushing sword to sword, dagger to sword, whatever. I look to go low. He does a good job of getting his buckler in the way. And then right here, they call a hold. Right here, my dagger disengages his buckler and goes up the inside, and I touch him in the head on this frame right about here.
Well, he is back into the list.
But he has
right
the
there.
hold was called a couple of frames before, which is all right.
Oh. I love Homeboy jumping over there with his stick. Like that's actually gonna do something.
I did the same thing last year to Brendan, and Dom can say from great experience that we've had a number of tussles where it's, especially early on in my career, where I have to steel myself in order to jump at Dom, who's extremely dangerous in both directions.
I like that was like close up physical fighting, but wasn't like sloppy.
Yeah, no, there was a lot going on there, but it wasn't awful.
It was controlled.
Boomy, something's going on in your chat right now.
I wasn't offended by the arm thing. It's actually what I teach people to do. It was just long to make me think I had time. The arm thing? Which arm thing? I don't know.
I think he's talking about the when Slav hit his arm and then hit him in the chest.
Oh, got it.
I don't know why. For some reason, it says he's a ban evader.
I don't know what that means, to be honest. But it seems like a real human. That's all I care about.
All right. So what happened next? Oh, you got his leg.
Oh, yes. I took his leg because he was now kind of paranoid about me jumping in. So it kind of kept him a little bit more planted. Took the leg and then patiently took the arm.
You know, that's what you do. You next time is hit your leg.
My leg?
You
Yeah.
run around.
Oh, where are we going? I don't know who has my camera.
Works for John every time. Always getting Boomy's foot.
Oh, me and Illidor.
I think there's other
Illidor?
footage of me and Christopher kicking around somewhere. I've got to get it, and we'll watch it at some other time.
Oh, you gotta. Oh.
I think Callie has your fight with Christopher.
I'm AFK. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Is the fight, Oscar? Is your fight with Slav filmed somewhere?
Miguel's over here double-legged with some shield
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh, stood up. Maybe he wasn't legged. Who's filming right now? Who has the camera? Is it Drew?
I don't know.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah, Oscar. Okay, great. So we can watch that at some point. Then, Chad, did anyone else get another angle of mine and?
Can you rewind? Can you go back? Can you go back? When did Mike hit him there? I guess.
Yeah, I got you.
Slow-mo here.
Yeah.
That's passe on Mike.
Yeah, passe on the arm. Oh, that was close though.
Yeah. Mike's stupid fucking head void.
Many frames too slow on his outside parry.
He's too bendy.
Oh. Quick tap on the sword. Nope. Oh, he tried to full hard capture. Okay, right there. There's the kill.
Looks like it's probably a kill, but
Arcteryx. It looks like they made it pretty far.
That's a great name.
Yeah. Look at that point. Such a fencer hand grip here with the crossguard.
Oh yeah.
Right. Proper laser pointer, straight down center. Duke from mid-roll. Okay. Arcteryx.
Unbelted Duke.
Yeah, it looks like an unbelt Duke.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What is happening?
That's the slip I've ever seen.
I think this right here is a.
What is he doing?
Okay, so the draw.
Why are you ducking?
On vigil now since February. Okay, cool.
He's been on vigil since February.
I imagine that means writ. As opposed to vigil.
I'm just kidding.
Look at that! Look at that slip. Mike is sideways here, trying to get away from the draw.
Oh my goodness!
Full head, low and across.
Fully face to the ground.
Yep.
I feel like there were easier ways to do that.
Yeah, like parry with their sword
or something. Oh, he took it though.
I don't know who won that fight.
Well, Mike just did a bow. Mike just did a bow.
He's void maxing.
Void maxing.
He's still void maxing. Nope. Look at those two.
What are you doing?
Those two slips.
Does he not fence and just like do yoga or what? It's like
I don't think he does yoga.
No, he definitely doesn't do yoga.
Good parry, good riposte.
I mean, no judgment. I don't do yoga either.
Okay.
Every time I have done yoga, it has been, this is incredibly painful. Probably something I should do more of, but I will not.
Cross parry riposting. I'm like,
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, he beat that cross parry on the shield, right? Like that's.
I've done yoga. I don't do yoga. There's difference.
Yoga has happened.
yeah.
And it was under duress.
Under duress.
We can judge.
What did they do?
Yoga.
Kidnap your dog?
Forced upon you.
Evidence? What kind of evidence are we talking about? Someone like taking pictures of you doing reverse warrior? Like what's going on?
And Ark would love to bring his 6-foot spear and center grip to. I feel like that would do really well. Certainly in general.
6-foot spear and a center grip.
I fought against that in Armored. Some people are very good with that form.
How did they hold it?
Did he get a draw cutter back on your back?
Yeah, he did. That was one where he did a wrap. Let's see if we can see it.
He does
a wrap and then pulls a wrap. Once again, I find I'm looking for opportunity to hard close into his blade.
Is that the same fight or no?
Yeah, same fight her.
Okay.
Same sets,
Yeah.
different pass.
Yeah, because you're up one, right? Because you legged him.
Yep, I legged and took his hand.
All right, you are real close to him right now,
Right
but you're
there.
pivoting away. You're pivoting away. Excellent.
Yep, but he catches the wrap here. The wrap starts percussive, and I'm looking to.
But he turns it into a draw.
And he does a good job of shoving my blade to the ether over here.
Look at that! Oh my goodness!
I'm trying to get my dagger up onto him.
Look at
I'm
that!
in like a terrible arm position, and he pulls a wrap. And
now is that connected with your elbow right there? The shield?
Yeah. Which I don't mind. Like I don't mind playing a little rough. Obviously.
I mean, yeah, whatever. But like,
well, it's 2 nights fighting Rapier.
I am happy that they allowed us to play this way.
Yeah.
Which I think is no one's
Chutal
really
and Santi as marshals, so as long as y'all are cool with it, they're gonna let it go.
Yep. It was very chill.
You weren't really being unsafe. You were being controlled. It was just a little more physical.
Which happened to be a little bit more like, a little bit more rough.
Well, I mean, you both would like if he was sitting here, you would both acknowledge your margin of error when you're doing something like that is way closer to physical injury when you're doing that, right? But that's something you're both fine with.
Oh, I'm proud of that one.
Legged him again there.
Oh, toe shot! Look at that.
Doing some John shit right there.
Was it really a full toe shot?
No, I think it was shin. Let's watch.
Oh yeah, shin.
Is it? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fast.
Nice.
So up, shin.
And he made a big hooky shot, so he's definitely going to beat
I knew
him
he was going to flesh as well.
Yeah.
The way look at how much body weight he has forward.
He launched it.
If he's going to flesh, then you know that weight is going to be on that foot.
100%. I just needed to bind his blade as has come in, and I had my dagger on his blade the whole time.
Now, when he did it before, did he come with upper body, or did he keep his lower body under him?
When he did this sort of motion?
When he rushed you before. Because, you did it at Pennsic and a couple times here.
Oh, he never rushed me. He took me apart at range.
At Pennsic, I thought he rushed you once.
I don't think so. I think I
didn't he get in close and do close and do like a drop? He definitely did that to me.
Yeah, no, you guys had a rush, more so.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have that?
Get out.
Do we have y'all's fight at Pennsic on footage?
I think so. I don't remember.
We actually have my fight with him.
Yeah. I filmed that one. There might not be actually now that I think about it, because there's no one to film. I was still fighting.
Mike might have filmed.
Was he there at the?
Yeah, he was there at that tournament that year. He got knocked out earlier though, so.
Good camera work. Thank you for moving the camera.
Camera go.
See.
I think this is.
Now, what round is this?
I think at this point this is top 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
And this is the last fight of top 12. I took his hand last time I put him on the ground.
Oh,
so he knows.
You can't let someone take your hand. Yeah.
His hand looks super open right now.
It is very open, especially from low guard, right? I'm not.
He could be baiting you though, right?
Yeah.
Nice. You got the head. Yeah.
Yep.
What he wanted was he wanted that cross parry with his shield to come over top.
I think he thought you were going to throw the hand again.
Yes, I set that up as a change of.
Yeah.
Good play there. He definitely froze his buckler a little bit.
Yeah.
No, his buckler was coming across automatic, right? That's what you were triggering.
Oh, me and Kato.
Yeah, you and Kato was a good fight too. I enjoyed this one.
Okay, have any of you seen the Pink Panther movie from back in the day?
I have not.
Okay. Well, Pink Panther was a French detective, and his sidekick was a man named Kato.
Oh.
And anytime I see this guy, I cannot help but say his name with a very French accent. Kato.
Kato.
That's great.
I don't know how to do a French accent with that word.
Kato.
Have you met Kato before, Dom?
Maybe once.
I think you would have.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in tournaments before.
Fucking rude ass John.
I really like how I set this foot shot up here.
I really like how I set the foot shot up here.
Good coverage.
Kato. Yeah, that's. You did a good job of your placement too.
Yeah.
Good high cover. It's a good thing you're so close to the ground. You can start.
Yeah.
and a black feather. No, I do not.
Dom, you should twirl your mustache.
I do not have a mustache.
You grow a mustache and then twirl.
Grow a mustache, then twirl it. Yep. Make a gift. Send it to us. Nice voice.
Oh, actually, slow this one down again, because I think there's actually a concept here that we were talking about earlier. So because I cover him low, I know that his only option is to go high, so that I can just duck my head under my defense, and his shot just goes over.
You did the exact same thing I did just a second ago, which is 2 pokes to the hand.
Yeah.
That is right at your face, though.
Yeah. So I messed it up slightly. I think I should have covered that a little better. But
look at you. That's scary. But I mean, you're still ducking away, and you've got him pinioned anyway.
You were going as well, which helps.
Yeah. I know that I count on a lot of fact that if I know that I've done a low parry, they have to disengage high, and then I can just literally just drop my head like this, and most shots go over my head.
Yeah. That was.
I'm very sure that's a yoga pose and stuff.
That was definitely lower than I remembered it being in the moment.
It's funny when you look frame by frame, right? You're like, huh, that's my body doing that.
Why is my head down by my ankle?
Yeah.
Oh God. I still have my album somewhere of how not to fence, which is basically just pictures taken on the in between shit that makes you look stupid.
Yeah. Should use that album for the next time we do a Guess That Fencer.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Oh God, this is ridiculous. It looks like I'm facing the wrong way sometimes. It's
Yeah, everyone. If you catch Jim in the wrong, even the best fencer will look stupid sometimes.
Oh yeah, no. But think about it. Even when you're looking fine, the beginning and end is going to be way different, right? If you catch it in the middle of a move, it's going to look stupid.
Yeah. I think it was slapped. I called that one back because I slapped it in rather than hit point. I think Kato did a good job here of pressuring.
Yep.
He seems to.
He's keeping his sword free. He's moving his sword around enough that I don't feel confident of locking it down with my dagger.
Yeah.
But he's being aggressive about it, and then I overextend here.
As I say, he found your B range better than most people do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was close.
I mean, you got the parry initially, but you lost it right here.
And I didn't get either the dagger back up or the sword
you didn't
across.
Bring the sword, or exactly, yep.
Or a big enough, or I also didn't void this either. There's a couple options here that did none of them, and he does a good job of reading this and just going right around.
Yeah, that was pretty.
This I think is actually a good example of a way to kill me, get me to overthrow when I shouldn't like this, and reach with the dagger a little. and he did a job of keeping a good range and free of the dagger. So
most people would have either bailed out. Most people would have bailed out right here.
Yeah,
not been able to do the riposte.
And that was the first time anyone hit me in this tournament. That was the first time I was touched.
Chat says, Sisyphean says, hello, I was the guy from North Shield that fought John. Can confirm that was square in the junk.
My bad, dude.
Rude.
Rude ass John.
Yeah. Good fight though, but my bad.
He's too close.
This is top 6, I think, at this point, right?
Top 6, yeah. Top 6, yep. At this point, I kind of felt like I could get him to throw, and I wanted him to throw first, because then I couldn't. Then he couldn't disengage my sword or my dagger if he threw first.
There's a commitment forward.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna kind of let him play here, and I think I can get him to overextend into me.
He's doing a good job with your dagger, though.
Yeah.
Master Eric uses a term. The guy with the boot uses a term called tempo lock. So like every motion until the motion ends, it's locked in time. Which I've not heard it phrased in that particular way before, but I like the term. It makes sense.
I something to avoid for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a Segway back there?
It's
is she on a Segway?
I think it's one of those leg up.
Her foot was broken.
Oh,
it's one of those little knee scooter things.
Yeah, it's a knee scooter.
Oh.
I think it's the difference between that and the Segway is just the motor.
There's no motor, yeah.
He wants your hand.
Oh, what an ending.
Yeah, he threw foot. He did hit my foot, but I hit him in the face. So, it was worth.
Let's see who set it up. So you're the advance.
I think he set it up with his going after John's dagger, and then dropped away from it.
John, this is where I think you have more potential right here, because you've got the cover strong and weak, and you have the ability to launch this into a forward action.
That's a good point, yeah.
But you just didn't take the opportunity. Like, you literally could have just glided or beat here and just thrown with a disengage, knowing where his dagger's going to be.
That's a good point.
How much was he covering his center with the dagger?
He was actually keeping the dagger a little wide. Like, I think he wanted it. It looked like he was baiting center.
I think it visually looks like he's baiting
center. I would have tried to ride his blade down.
Yeah.
Or beat, like you said. So he says, dagger. No, it's too far back.
Takes the pot shot to hand. Where do we go from here? Tries to do exactly what you do, John, which is cover.
Was it your front foot or your back foot? Front.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
So this is what I tell people to do against people who throw the foot, is you just keep your sword sort of center, and you kind of pull it in a little to your left, and just throw center line.
Yeah. Chat.
And that slight turn gets it under the dagger, and then you throw it. Especially if you throw the shot a little late, because their dagger has moved past your sword at that point.
I mean, it looks like you kind of disengaged low, right?
Yeah, a little disengaged.
Yeah, it's like right here. It's a small, like a couple of frames worth of drop. This is dagger reaches
just a little. It's just like a little drop and then throw straight.
But he didn't cover your line at all.
Yeah.
You didn't even bother with the avoiding the leg. You were just like, I want to trade for a better trade.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trading up.
Which, for the context of an SCA tournament, is totally worth it, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Well, John, it looks to me like you just saw the opening more than you felt the foot. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
When he threw that shot, like, there's your face. Yeah, okay.
And that's a good point. And since I really was trying to get him to, I wanted him to attack me that whole fight. So when he gave that to me, that was what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Chat, do y'all throw for the feet? I don't know if that's the thing folks do. We got a bunch of folks in here. I'm just kind of curious. How many people use it as a functional shot versus those
You're too far down.
Setup?
Yeah, feet are so far away.
I think the same thing. More so for you than me.
I think for taller fighters, it makes more sense to hit the knee or the shin.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was say quad shot for you guys would be
right above the knee is like the sweet spot.
Yeah,
I do think threatening legs though is good for any fighter of any height. It just depends on where on the leg you threaten.
Oh no. Oscar stood
Look
in
at
pretty
Miguel.
far forward. You see that? Like they're measuring now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Miguel's is gonna float a shot into his chest, right?
Miguel just barely, like, so
I was gonna say
casually.
he's
Can
too
you-
close.
Can you rewind that again, Boomy? Actually,
Sure.
to the beginning of Oscar's attack.
Yep. So
Okay.
Oscar's
Who's Starfish?
a
Who's your
chill
mod?
step.
It's just one step back,
Huge
Yeah.
explosion.
and just boop.
Yeah.
I think
Miguel
I
looks,
think Miguel does a really good job in general of making small retreats
Yep.
on his defense and then launching off of it.
So Miguel, right here, does the thing where he keeps his blade, like he's moving his body forward, but keeps his blade in place, so that the defenses trigger, but without touching anything.
Yeah.
You see this full flip down with the dagger, and now the dagger is just monstrously out of place for all of those frames.
And he's off balance too.
The English slow hand.
Yep,
Wait, did he get his arm taken?
No,
I think
he
his
just lost
dagger.
it.
I think he just got his dagger juked to hell.
Yeah, the dagger got.
Oh my
juked,
goodness.
So
Okay,
it just
okay,
didn't
goodbye.
make it back forward.
Because I think he just parried super hard.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Oscar's in the chat.
On your advance, Oscar, what were you looking for when you were advancing toward Miguel? I don't know if there was a particular setup or.
Oh, he's saying Oscar is his mod, not that he is Oscar.
Who is Oscar? Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's in chat.
Yeah, he's right there. I think he may not also realize that Miguel is only about a third of that bagginess.
Oh yeah. Miguel Relva was-
He's more of that bagginess than he used to be.
That is true. Rude ass John.
He used to be a quarter, now he's a third.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So menacing hand trying to bait opening.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's right here. You got a good disengage. You beat the dagger for sure. Or yeah, you beat the dagger for sure. Oh, but it got caught on the way down. Okay.
And just disengage, boop.
Yep.
I think Miguel is so impressive for it's a lot of that
Thank
is
you for the
rather than immediately sword or dagger responding, it's just those little slip steps back.
Yeah.
So then the person still feels safe
Yes.
entering, even though they're getting dove on, or even though they're like they feel like they're still okay entering.
Miguel is very smooth with it. It's sort of frustrating considering
That's
how little he actually puts in work.
He looks too casual.
He looks so casual.
Yeah.
But he's
It's
very
actually
fun.
really tough to teach too. Is to back up, but just enough.
Mhm. That's a lot of reps.
Yep.
Master Eric here. When I engaged just a little bit, I realized how good they were with their blade.
Yeah.
and
So
I was
did
like,
you,
I don't
Boomy?
wanna
You
use it.
didn't feel? Did you just fight Eric like? You didn't like. I'm not gonna run away as much because of his boot or anything. Like you just
Yeah,
like. I'm
I
just
only
gonna
need to escape the one intention.
Yeah. Okay.
If that
okay.
makes sense.
But you were. I'm saying that you weren't trying to like. You didn't like match his mobility or anything like for
Not specifically.
because of his limitation. Okay. I would do the same. I just think some people might be like feel weird about fighting someone who.
You fight me all the time, John, and you just and
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I feel like if you're out there, I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna try to do my best to win.
oh,
Double,
simultaneous
what the fuck?
violence never solved
What the fuck
anything.
did I do? All right.
except when it does.
Perfectly symmetrical violence.
Now you
Oh,
both
yeah.
can't do the same thing. You need to do something else.
Chat, this is my bread and butter here for those who want to know. Here's the secrets. I step forward a little bit. I present my blade to the outside so that the freeze frame right before I throw looks like I'm going to try to go around the dagger to the outside. Right? You see how I get the trigger out of the dagger in that frame? And it immediately explode off of that. So his dagger is fully juked to the outside.
Yeah.
Then he
Yeah, and I put
Oh,
my
then he
dagger.
came-
You don't parry as you throw.
just kind of went forwards.
So he comes outside. You come outside your dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He beat the outside of my dagger. Yep.
Yeah.
My elbow was too bent.
Because your elbow was angled in, right, to cover
I
your
should have
shoulder.
pushed my dagger out a little bit more.
If you had created more of a wedge, you probably would have had that.
Correct. No, we double killed. We smashed each other in this one.
He
kind
of. It looks like he kind of like went up and then angulated around rather than going just straight forward.
It was good hand movement with that for him for sure. That's why I would only do this. Well, I'm fighting with a stick. I would probably try to get contact as I'm doing it. With that same launch.
Why is your thumb up on the guard?
Boomy, why are you doing this? Why are you dancing?
So dramatic.
Oh, I spun around to break. That's how I break pressure. If you watch it at speed, when I'm about to explode and hit somebody hard, I will do that to alleviate a lot of pressure, like the forward pressure.
It looks like you kind of thought maybe he was going to step back, which is like subconsciously makes sense because you're used to that. But
correct.
Also makes sense why he didn't step back.
And we blasted him, and that's fine.
We both went forward. Smack.
Why is my thumb in my guard like that? Do you mean my sword hand? Or do you mean my dagger? I'm guessing you mean my sword. Sword hand. Hopefully you can see my little screen down there.
Is it outside there? Is it outside your guard?
I double trigger deep, and then my thumb just hangs out. I barely use it. Like if you can see me in the bottom right of your screen, like my thumb just relaxes, and it's double trigger, and it's the pommel's in my wrist.
Yeah.
My thumb is just it's not even.
Your thumb does look a little higher up on the guard than normal, actually. In this specific shot for some reason. But
maybe it's just being lit up by.
The angle of the sun or something's catching it,
but it's not is the normal place for sure.
He really wants that outside your dagger again.
Mm-hmm. It's not worth it. It's not worth throwing a Boomy's dagger hand, I think.
No.
His fucking buckler guard.
I bring my bucklers with me.
Sail guard's the way, John. Just get with it.
I essentially have a sail. It's just smaller.
Proportionate.
Yeah. There you go.
It's proportionate. That's rude. Because you need to check your call privilege.
Yeah.
I want to see what
good parry.
Here.
Yeah, Dom and I have to represent the shorter fighters.
The shorts.
Yeah.
Even though Dom's taller than me still, but
we did 4 years after the mod was made, we did a calculation based on just what we know of people we knew in our kingdom and the mods, and we figured out that the average height of a mod was 6'2".
I remember this.
Yeah. And we have Dante who's like 5'4" nothing. 5'6", 5'6".
Like Ben, Celestria, there's a few others that are on the small.
Lydia.
Yeah, but this was way before that.
Yeah.
This was 2 or 3 years after
the early
all people were getting made.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think if you look at all of the best fencers across the SCA, I am, and Dom too, are well below the average height of the high end fencers.
Of the high end ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both using sails. I just don't like Quillians as a human being. That could be a wrong take. I don't know, but I've never liked.
I think it is a wrong take. I think Quillians are a very useful tool, but doesn't seem to have affected your fighting much. So
I think I'm bad at dagger fighting with Quillians because it gets caught in too much stuff.
I fight with
this good.
I fight with very little guard and a stick, right? So there's no guard on that side, and I rarely ever get my hands taken.
Right. You're kind of used to using your stick to punish the hand snipe.
I think it's too much fighting you, Dom. I always feel like if I threw at the hand, you would just kill me while I was doing it.
Yeah,
it's like not worth spending that tempo on the hand shot.
There's no point.
Yeah.
I mean, I fight way more with tempo than like Quillians.
Yeah, and you're putting pressure on your opponent usually, and so it's like you're just going to use that to gain range and.
Oh yeah. Well, that's part of the tall thing, right? Like people throw from comfort range. For me, that's like half a foot forward on most people.
And you're just gonna. So if they waste a shot that's not going to kill you, then they're just wasting. You're just going to use that to cover that distance. So it's not worth it.
Look at that sail. Gross.
Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that. It's not a lot of panache for sure.
What, the sail guard looks pretty cool.
I'm pretty like min-max for the game.
Yeah. It's definitely not as like fancy / wild as my cutout with crab claw sail.
Crab claw, nice.
Didn't Enmar make that guard for you? Bowie?
Yeah.
The dagger guard or the sword guard?
Dagger guard. The sword guard is a Darkwood economy. The Darkwood cup hilt.
Massive hilt thing.
Then an elite.
An elite blade, yeah.
Or sure. Steel elite, right?
Steel elite, yeah. The elite 45.
Yeah.
The old school, they remade theirs. Chad, if you didn't know, the Castile blade formula for their elite blades changed drastically over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It feels like a whole different blade.
Marie has a newer one that I think is pretty nice, actually.
Do you like it or you don't like it?
I don't like the new one as much, but it's only because I'm used to the old one. That's it. That's not that it's better.
So, when they first came out with those blades, like I saw a couple fighters instantly level up, and I was like, this feels like blade more than skill. So I got one just so I could actually know what I'm talking about. And I found that the tip so floppy that I was missing shots by like 2 or 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just didn't like it.
You definitely have to. I've learned to play always along edge.
You have, yeah. If you come on weak or flat, it's going to outer space if somebody tries to bury it.
Did you ever think about binding sword to sword and daggering when he was down in arm?
I thought about it, but because of how well they moved their sword, I was not confident. I would have done that to somebody I felt confident.
I wouldn't have done it either for that same reason, but I was curious if you had thought, because you definitely have that as an option.
Yeah, it's in my toolbox bag for sure.
Yeah.
Flip side.
Wait a minute, Boomy, did you hit his other leg? Like, good lord, dude.
The flip side is, I knew that we had another bout. Right, that was the first kill, and so I was going to just punish his arm as much as I could. Like that gets into kind of the meta of fighting. But if I'm above him and I can put my blade kind of punishing downward using gravity on my side, I can hold low guard for forever. They just have to deal with the fact that when I move my blade, they have to move their blade.
Spend way less energy.
Mm-hmm. I really like his blade work.
Yeah, his blade work is fantastic. This person's been fighting for apparently a couple of decades. Very good fighter.
Yeah. He had a bad back issue that he had to kind of redo his fight from, but he's an old school. He's an old school Black Tiger, actually. He's from the Outlands.
Look at that measure. Woo!
Oh boy, Boomy, you're not supposed to leave your feet when you're fighting.
Oh yeah, that's how you lose power. Yeah.
Lose control. You're being unsafe.
Unsafe. Disqualified.
I think it would definitely be hard to beat you, Boomy, if you couldn't, like, with the fucking broken foot. Like, of all fighters to fight.
If Boomy couldn't run away.
If he can just run away at will, then it's like,
Look at that beautiful coupe. Jukes my dagger into the fucking next county.
Yeah. Your feet save you again.
Yeah, my feet saved me again. And I don't think I'm in line here. I think he has.
You're in line with something. Oh, you're coming back though. You're doing a
hard cross parry.
Replacement.
The oh shit cross parry.
Look at him! Oh, he's still going.
Yep. This is where he made the mistake, I think, because too committed forward and
too forward
has given me time to kind of process and throw.
He's also throwing across his body.
Yeah.
And such an awkward recovery, even if he didn't have the boot.
Yep.
No, but he had a good chance to get Boomy there, right?
Absolutely.
So I think it was worth the commitment, especially because he has to be all or nothing because of the foot.
Yep.
I agree. I think he probably should have. Like, it's going to be a hard fight to win with that situation, so he's going to have to take some gambles.
Oh right. He needs to move.
For context, y'all. When I finished those 2 fights between Eric and Christopher, I couldn't stop shaking. Like, I had so much adrenaline coursing through my body. Like, I went into this fight way too shaky. I should have spent another I should have been like, can we hold? Can I take like 5? I want to just sit down.
Yeah.
Especially with Mike.
That was my biggest mistake. Like, forget all the
100% would have given that to you, yeah.
Yeah, I really should have done that, and that's on me for not being strategic in that regard.
I do think, in fairness, you definitely out of the three of us, Boom, you had the toughest draw. Like I think Eric and fighting Christopher was tougher than.
Wait, is this Mike? Is this Miguel?
Yeah, this is final
Miguel
three.
and Boom,
Me, Mike, and John.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing the round robin.
The lose twice, you're out.
I felt good against Mike.
I hate these so much.
At Penzik. Like I felt good. Like fighting him, I didn't feel like he was a hard fight for sure, but I felt like a notch above. In this one, I felt so like antsy as I was walking in. I was just like,
is that because of your other fights?
Because of the other fights, because the adrenaline's still in me, and like my hands were visibly shaking to myself. Like I could feel them, and so I'm like trying not to rush. But I like when there's that much adrenaline, it's like go. Like
you just took a bad shot.
I just took my first shot, which is dumb.
You look so aggro, like instantly in the fight.
Yep.
Yeah, you got full commitment on that one.
Yeah, I just full committed, and he
got that up. Oh my goodness!
God, and he's up in the air and stupid disengage.
Yep.
I mean, it was a nice response from Mike, but he also.
No. I'm impressed. His dagger started out, and he got your sword up in the air.
Yep.
I was impressed. That's impressive.
Mike's like just doop off the field. Stupid ears.
At this point, knowing that I was one, this give you one.
Oh, Boomy.
Mike and I in the finals. Very motivated.
Boomy, I can see you right now. You're getting ready to adrenaline dump.
Yeah. It was so hard to like control all
the
adrenaline.
I don't think it was particularly hot.
It was better now that it was windy at this point in the day, at least.
Okay. Yeah. So chat and everyone, right? If you need a minute, you should ask for it, right? They will normally give it to you.
Yeah. I was offered it, and
especially if it's a regular tournament.
Dumb.
You can be like, "Hey, I need
a
minute," and they'll like put another fight in, or
especially this far into a tournament too.
Yeah.
Because we started at fucking 9:00 even.
This is afternoon. I can tell by the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, John! I was hoping to see some good fighting, and you're over here just hitting people in the feet.
Feet all day.
Boomy dodged the first one.
I didn't move my sword enough. You see how like your strong is way over right at my tip, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're also slightly stepping as I throw.
A little bit, yeah.
Like
the back foot's moving.
Yeah, so this is back. So you start to go. I wasn't moving.
You go.
I start to step back, like by
your back foot starts to move, which I think that might be why your parry was a little weak.
Yeah, I should have brought my blade over a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're saying you're pulling the back before you pull the front.
I honestly should have pulled my blade a little further.
You should have stabbed him in the head.
Or that. That's the way to do it.
Look at that.
Yeah, just trade the foot for a face. It works.
You're correct.
You're not wrong. Whatever
you're wrong. I need the reps to hit John with that. He's too fast.
Just take the leg forward. Just get legged forward. Dagger him in the face. You're long enough.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Hema after blow.
He's on the edge of the field. It's fine. He can't go anywhere backwards.
Watching this back, I should have thrown her the head from a high outside shot and then disengage into the head.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think the bigger mistake, you're right, though, the bigger mistake was not taking the time, right? Like, to get your mind and your adrenaline under control. Like, because if you had done those things, you might have done the correct actions.
Correct. 100%. I really should have tried to calm down.
Yeah, definitely do that, especially because they'll always let you take time.
I will do two things next year as like the preparatory work. One, don't give John a set. Two, sit down and rest.
The other thing, though, be careful, though. All right, pause it real quick. We want to watch this fight, too. But this is important, right? Is if you have a high adrenaline like Boomy did, right? And your hands are shaking, be careful if you sit down too much, right? Because you can lose all of your energy and come all the way down, right? Yeah. So don't take all the time. Get to know yourself, like practice being up at that level, and then say, "All right, I know what I need to do to get down." Otherwise, you risk the crash that comes afterward, and then you're just slow.
So your body system goes, "Oh, thank God we're done."
Right, exactly, and I've done that before too, and that doesn't work. Like, takes you out of it.
You gotta learn to ride it.
What did he beat you with here?
I threw foot, and he just disengaged the dagger and threw center.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I think Tally has a better angle this too.
Okay.
If you look.
Yeah, there was a I think
Tally's right there.
because I saw the tally once.
So Mike knew, and I hit Mike's foot. Mike knew that, or Mike said he knew that he thought I was going to throw a foot because I just hit Boomy in the foot.
Yep.
And so
And everyone else,
he was super ready for it.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to throw it because I'm going to get it, and I did get
Of
it.
all people, of all people, Mike knows. I'll just eat the foot. I can hit him.
Yeah. It was the only time I almost got Mike.
Okay. Again, apparently the strat is only fight Golfers and Penzik. Don't practice at all in between, and that's how you do it. Works for Mike.
You would think that, but Mike felt super rusty at Penzik. Like, I bowled him over several sets in pickups, and then again in the Ansteorran tournament.
That's the thing. Yeah, the Penzik was the practice for Golfers.
I think that's what happened.
I don't know what happened.
What the fuck happened, John?
No, I know this. I know this.
Oh.
I know. Mike just stuttered my hands here, but I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't know what allowed Mike to be this good.
I maintain that he has promised his firstborn to an evil deity.
It was. We all spent the whole 5 minutes being like, Mike, you can't let John get a third. You can't let John get
Maybe
a
that's what it
third.
is.
Not in a row.
Not in a row.
No, you got to wait 10 years like me.
Wait, 10 years between the second and third?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Where did he catch you on this?
It was chest or neck.
Okay. So he disengaged. He just beat your dagger here, right? Yeah.
He beat my dagger, and my sword parry was too low, and I didn't get to keep the proper measure.
So he steps in. You go to parry down. He brings sword. Looks like up and over. Now he's on inside. No?
It's just all the way out. It
It's
says all the way
outside.
out. Yeah.
Oh no, you bring your
he's
dagger
not
up
extending
right
it.
here. I think
Can't see the.
So he went down. And he just stayed there when you popped back
you
up.
flipped up. Look,
Yeah, I think you're right.
because you have coverage right by the shadow here,
Mm-hmm.
and right here he just chills,
Wait.
and you flip up.
It's like you're
The way I'm
expecting
moving-
him to go around.
Yeah, the way I'm moving my sword makes me think that I didn't think I had the coverage.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't sword parry if I thought I had the dagger on it.
Yeah. You did not feel contact, and you flipped your dagger up too early. He disengaged below, brought his arm forward with his dagger cover on your sword, and then straight down the center. Yeah, right here's the touch. Boom.
And he took so much distance so fast. It looks like
That's-
you were just
so
not
I was
ready
just-
for that.
I was noticing his footwork right there, right? Like he is perfectly balanced. He's not overextended. He's not extended hardly at all. And that was like seriously like 15 feet.
Just big step. I feel like his fucking poofy pants and clothes definitely were definitely hide
Sky's
the,
range.
like yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on Tally's page. Let's take a look at.
Okay.
So there's
Especially that first. I remember that first pass from the side was really good.
Everyman final semis.
He definitely has the Rose Tourney last few rounds. Couple different videos, I think.
Drew. Yeah, we can see it again. I'm gonna let the whole thing play. Drew, did you fight in the semis in Everyman? If you're still here.
Yeah, the semis has Maggie and Drew against Tavar and Lehman.
Okay, that's what I wanted to watch. Was the semis, and then the finals. Something you're doing now, John, that you didn't used to do in your fencing is the suck out. I've noticed you've changed a little bit in how you move your because you
mean
go
like
hip first a little bit more.
Oh yeah. I think I know.
You didn't used to suck out
The what?
Like, John now does like he pulls his hips back first sometimes on his fencing retreats, which is an armored habit. All right, Everyman. Is this semi?
If you look at the second video on your suggested videos, Boomie, that should be Everyman semis.
Here's
Yeah.
semis. Okay, great.
And then the finals is in a different video, I think, or maybe it's all in this one. I can't remember.
I'll find it. Is this finals
Drew
or,
and Eamon. This is semifinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's titled finals, which is why I ask.
Yeah. They might mean the finals because it's the actual like elim stage after the Bedford points portion of the tournament.
Oh, I see.
Because they took the top 4 scores and did a bracket.
I would never keep those clothes that white.
What a mess of blades! Look at this.
Well, Drew, you didn't really cover.
How did Drew's sword get over there?
I don't know, because there's a line that's open.
Yeah. But she also didn't cover either of his swords really at all.
Looks like her head is back. She probably pulled her head and sword.
Yeah, you see how Drew's did a pretty good disengage of the dagger. But she did not get blade.
Her arm is still extended though, like that.
Nope.
Yeah, they didn't like pull back.
Yeah.
Towards body all the way.
And then Eamon's right sword is hitting her in the body.
Yeah, ate a hip or something on the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Drew, you had opportunity to double kill there.
Mm-hmm.
But also next time cover the lines.
Also defend yourself.
Yeah.
If she doesn't see this, someone should clip it and send it to her.
She was in chat earlier.
Yeah.
I'm sure John's already said all this immediately after.
No, I didn't watch this fight because I came over after this was over. So we were fighting the heavy field battle, right? This is happening.
Oh,
that was a dunk, right?
Dunk.
Like he just hooks over, right?
He just absorbed her dagger.
Dagger, yeah. One of the things he did really well with his right hand is he put his tip past where it should be already, anticipating the parry. And so by the time the parry's happening, you see how he's already rotating his shoulder and hand, so it's like a thumb lead downward.
Yeah.
And he's using her to close the range.
Yeah, exactly. He's using her to close the range.
If someone's trying to hook your dagger like this, if you just take your dagger and you point it, the tip of the dagger, point it straight to your left, it will close this line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to realize they're doing it.
Yeah, that's what I do to people for the go around dagger like that.
Yeah.
It's you get it in enough and then they'll just put their head right into it, and then John does not let that happen to him.
Welcome back.
Just point it, and then if you just duck your head too, then it'll duck your head and point it to your left.
But like, duck your head like all the way down by your knee though.
Yeah, get it real low.
Yeah. That's how we got to the arms race of I throw higher, John drops lower, and parries higher.
When they go high, you go low.
This is actually a good John question, mostly. Anne's asking, White is in a lot of vids, but he's mainly using the long blades in distance, or is there a lot of like thought out action that they're missing? I don't know their fight that well, but they're local to you, right? Or more local to you.
Yeah, so Eamon is definitely like he did some strip fencing before he came to the SCA, and he mostly just seems like he kind of wants to like kind of figure it out. I've given him some feedback, but he likes to fight a lot, and he has very good stamina, but hasn't had a lot of formal instruction, I think.
So my observation from seeing him is it looks very similar to the way I fight. Is really like to get into the mix, and like once the fighting and kind of back and forth has started, then go into thinking it out, right? Like on the fly.
Yeah.
Right, because he used that same initiating sequence like 3 times in a row that I saw, and I feel like that's kind of after that is when his figuring it out would start. Right, like your responses to those.
Mm-hmm.
Sable, what was your mentality coming into this one? If you had like a plan or a thought process, anything like that.
Was it don't stain your pants?
Two Ansteorran A-frames staring each other down.
Scoop and fling, scoop and fling.
Mirror is lefty.
Oh,
well, he clearly has to die.
How do you notice that, John? I never notice.
when I have him, I just memorize every person's fighting style, so I know Havar's left-handed.
He just senses evil very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
It goes into it's in the mental Rolodex.
Well, I mean, I've fought people. I fought people like a dozen times, and then been like, oh wait, they're left-handed. I thought their sword was just over there for some weird reason.
You need to roll better on your perception checks, I guess.
I mean, I'm still dealing with it. It's just not. My brain's not going. This is why. It's just, oh, it's over there. Okay. The reason why the sword's over there doesn't matter.
Yeah, can we see that one again, Boomy?
That's very close.
That was a very good cross parry.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great parry.
Oh, it's such a good chance to.
And a good riposte. That's what I was wondering about.
If they.
Yeah, I think if the shot had been a little closer to the parry, that would have been.
Oh, you did a good job of not flinching backwards to be able to get a shot there at all. Right, like she didn't go backwards at all hardly, and this is a very deep shot from him.
It would have just been throw as soon as he's extended, shoot right under his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Throw the whole shot low and not dip up
like here, right in that the thing closest to you underarm. I was looking at feet. Chat, from my perspective, if you get a good parry, where you have the measure to then hunt them down, but you know that they're going to be flighty, fast of foot as they're retreating. My personal footwork, and the one I teach a lot, is practice a step and then a lunge, as opposed to making the riposte just a lunge all the time. Like the auto lunge here is just not enough distance in the feet, right? So you only have.
It looks like your dagger's keeping your arm from extending too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if she had taken a small step.
Yep, just a step.
Like in advance, then she could have kept her hands covering the blade and then set the shot up better.
Yes.
I think is what
I think if it were in the 50-50 balance, take that step forward with the front leg and then follow up and with an actual explosive lunge. I think that would have been.
I would do yank the back foot forward. That's from the Wistrick in me.
No. Oh God.
Yeah, you should not have continued with that one because of overextension for sure. Because of you're leaning too much. Just bringing that forward would have pushed you 50-50 a lot more.
Unless you're having a problem with overextension, right? When he's going backwards, that is the perfect time to extend. Is it? What's the footing like here? Like you've got flats on.
It's dry grass, so it has some slip to it.
Okay, so as I say, it could be tough to launch forward, small, like controlled. If it's slippery.
That makes. I think they just kind of figured out the angle to throw.
Oh, you just extend your arm right here.
Just underneath the cross. Oh, for the riposte, yeah.
Yeah.
But it came in as a kill, so I think that was the end of that.
Yeah. Okay.
That exchange.
Yeah. As I say, footwork, traction, and it looks like it could have been an issue.
If you want, Maggie, we can work on tall person counterpunching at some point.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Have some of this.
So, did you not hit them? Let's see what happened. Oh, I see. A little off.
Oh, I thought you hit his face.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Huh.
I guess they.
Oh. That's his face.
Yeah. That looks like forward pressure to me.
I would have taken it.
It looks like the mask moves a little bit.
Yeah.
It does look like mask moves.
And you just get.
You got right cross right there.
Yeah, you got hooked by left side. Left hook.
See, what happens when you fight lefty? There. You punched.
You got it.
Oh, that's a double. Okay, he calls that shot.
Okay, good. Excellent. Good for him.
Okay, good. Okay, I was worried for a second.
Yeah. They both look clean, like the shots.
Yeah.
That's why we watch footage, right?
It's like with those lefties, you have to when you throw, cover that line like to your outside as you're doing it, expecting them to throw that wide hook. I just shift my entire guard to the full right side.
Mm-hmm. I think Kavar you can definitely get to overextend to your throw the left, either straight or hook, and you can cross parry and counter.
When I fought him, that's kind of what I've done before. Because I think the last time I fought him, he just kind of kept throwing that that wide left until eventually he just went a little bit too far, and then I followed his sword arm back into his body.
Mm-hmm. I'd say though, it's probably a little bit easier. That's tall you are.
Is there a finals?
Maggie's tall. Maggie can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in her.
I think that there is the finals on Tally's channel somewhere. The actual.
I don't see the finals proper.
I thought I saw it earlier today.
I mean, this says finals, but it's just not. It's the
No, but I think there's another video of the actual finals. I thought. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'll look for it.
I'm also now digging through Tally's face.
Maybe it was on.
I want to watch some ravine stuff.
Oh goodness, here we go.
What?
Oh, Leroy! Oh,
yep. Yeah, of course.
Oh, archers. Oh, guess. Oh, damn. That'll teach you.
Let's see if they move. Oh,
Yeah.
got shot. Goodbye.
Boomy, I found it. If you want,
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it in the Discord stream chat.
Cool.
Oh yeah, Tally also has all that cloak tourney.
Yeah, Tally has a lot of good footage actually.
Oh, I love
Tally
always has
I
great
didn't
stuff.
get. Like we traded footage.
Yeah, I saw Tally in the tree filming in the ravine.
Nice.
I did the like and subscribe to his camera.
They're literally in
That's
a
what I'm
tree
looking for.
filming.
Oh yeah, he was up the tree for a while.
Yeah,
He was up the tree.
Yeah, he really
it was I mean, it wasn't that high in the tree, but it was fully into a tree.
Yeah.
Well, no, when it first turned it on, I thought it was helmet cam footage.
Yeah, no, he's just hanging out in the tree.
Another person with a
That's
helmet
amazing.
cam that was like a GoPro case, but it was made of metal, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty smart.
It's what I would do.
It's like part of the
GoPros
helmet,
aren't cheap.
if that makes sense.
You should do that, Boomy.
Also, if I saw someone with a GoPro and I had a spear,
Hit
It
the
would
shit
happen.
out of it.
yeah, I would beat the shit out of it. There would be a lot of footage of me poking the shit out of his forehead.
Don't take that. Trying to hit your camera.
Don't take that. No, come back. Come back.
I haven't been able to find anything of any of the rapier melees.
Is this still tree? Yeah,
For the life of
tree
me.
Tally.
To
At
be
one
fair,
point, he went
Rapier-
up the hill.
Melee's
I know,
the most
John.
fun to watch.
I know, John. I'm aware. Ooh,
Good job was that there. Good hit.
Bonk.
Fighting
wanna
around these
see it,
houses in the ravine was
Oh,
super
the houses
fun.
were so fun. For those who don't know, there were these buildings that they set up across the ravine, and you kind of have to fight into and keep them.
Interesting.
because they added those flippy sticks for the
Flags.
Yeah,
so they could just flip them. But as you can see, they kind of got bonked around a bit.
I was
But
gonna say,
both
this whole
throwaways-
thing looks like duct tape. Might need a little bit more duct tape.
Yeah, duct tape and,
Can you throw it through the walls or no?
No.
No, just through the
but
doors.
Just doorways. But the doorways all became rugby scrums. So you would see
I bet.
15
I
and
bet.
15 on each side, just shoving, trying to get in and
That
defend.
was
It
when
was
our
very
kid
fun.
got in there with a dagger and was literally just football checking.
Yeah, Kato got
At one
a
point-
shark's tooth, essentially. The meridian equivalent.
At one
Yeah.
point, I just stopped fighting and just watched Kato wrestle people with his dagger. And I'm like, this is fun.
Hey, there's my...
I think because
Hey, it's a boomy.
he played football a lot, so he's good
Football
at
and
it.
rugby, yeah.
he's also
tackle.
jacked.
Nice.
Am I
Just
just
tackle.
talking to Tally?
I think you are.
Just
It
chilling?
looks like
Oh,
a
it's
hold. Yeah, that's a hold. What up?
I'd be
Oh,
terrified
okay. This is
for
the
my
guy. This is
camera
the
to
guy.
get bonked.
Check this out, y'all.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that!
That you just see his helm.
Yeah, it was a GoPro metal.
Gotta find his footage.
Oh goodness.
What is? Oh, that's.
Do you guys have
his
you guys
arm.
have tape? How do you know who's on whose side?
There's tape.
Yellow tape
Where?
on.
It's definitely less tape, and it is a little harder to tell sometimes.
Yeah,
there was less tape over time.
For sure.
Also.
Well, I mean, obviously, but I just wasn't seeing anything. I was like, I mean, sure, it makes sense way more when you're actually like watching it oriented correctly. But
Chat, check this out. For those who are able to pull up the stream for a second, or look at your second and or third monitor, this guy, this person has a GoPro case that's made out of metal. That's just perfect on the front of the helm. I love this. At some point, I'm going to probably try to make something like that. That seems like awesome footage. That way you get to fight and you don't expect your camera to get destroyed in this kind of custom case.
could also be a target.
It is absolutely a target, I'm sure. Integrated helmet video. I'm good with Spear. They can fight me if they want.
It's a privilege to be a target.
Yeah. But I love that style. I was like, that's cool.
A privilege and a burden.
It's a privilege to be a target. Good lord.
That's the copium for why we get shot so much.
With rubber band guns and shit.
With,
yeah.
Well, yes, that too. But with
And heavy though, as a spearman, you just get shot all the time.
Yeah. Especially a spearman wearing a belt.
If you're spearman wearing a what?
A white belt.
White belt.
Oh, a white belt. Yeah.
I was thinking about like white belt and collar, like it definitely like prime target for archer.
Oh yeah. People know my kit, and more so on the rapier side, but on the heavy as well. I'm a target. People know.
What was it? We were talking about at one point the fun bit of where, for at least on rapier, you just kind of slide in the line, and everybody then goes, "Oh, I got to deal with that guy."
Yeah.
And then it's like, cool. Everyone else around me is not going to get looked at, and he can hit people.
Oh, I remember.
I hate fighting in the line.
Edward was doing some work.
Oh, there's Kato.
Yeah, there's Kato and I were walking up.
The crossbow guy's in it.
That's too close.
This upper hill area, the crossbows, because there's no building, the crossbows are violent.
Oh, damn.
Like, there's just a line, right? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. They're just...
There's a guy, an archer right there.
Dropping shots at us. I only tried to fight for this upper area for like maybe a quarter of the battle, and then I was like, I'm sick of getting shot. I'm leaving.
There goes what's his name?
Yeah, I went to fight for the middle building because there was a lot more like action. There's a lot more fun. At least I could hide behind.
I love the ravine battle. Ravine battle is my favorite melee. It's just it's not too big that you're not like running for an hour to find someone to fight.
Yeah, like the Pentagwood sometimes.
Yeah. And it's also more dynamic than just an open field or a fucking bridge.
The building.
Yeah, the ravine is. I like the ravine is great on both fields. So it's a glorious.
The only negative is the dust.
Yeah, and it's hot. Like there's no wind, right? Because the wind goes over the ravine.
Yeah. You breathe a lot of the ravine in. You know.
You breathe a lot of ravine.
Carry it home
with
you.
The ravine leaves in your nose.
Take a little bit of it home.
Oh, look at Edward
inside your lungs.
Edward's terrifying in his kit.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Magneto-ish helm there.
That's a tall crossbow guy.
Yeah, you can see over everybody.
Guy in the reddish with the dog on his.
Oh yeah.
His Duke Edward from the east there, and he's a very good fighter.
Oh yeah,
big dude. Him. Yeah, you do know him.
And there's Ryu.
That's a cool helmet that guy has. Samurai helmet face thing.
Yeah, that's the if I'm not mistaken with their kit, that's the current king of East.
Yeah,
and is the one who's hosting the Rapier crown.
Yeah,
their crown.
He's a prince for him. Yeah.
He's about to be crowned. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Good for him.
Because I think their coronation is actually 2 weeks or 2 weeks from now.
Oh, they're about. I think they were already Majesty. Oh no, they are Prince currently. I think you're right.
It's like they're right about to have it.
He has a Triskel on his head.
Yeah, he's fighting for Tremors.
Okay.
That's just the tape that marks the site.
Oh, okay.
Or the inspection sticker or whatever.
He's abdicated.
I was wondering about that. That was a tall crossbowman back there. Yeah, that guy.
6'7" or something ridiculous. Good lord.
Look at all the crossbow bolts. Oh my god.
He's
we
wasting
live stream in East Crown. I think we can maybe.
There's gonna be fucking 24 people.
Yeah.
John, you want to use my account and just stream it?
If we can figure out how to do that, yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
And can I do it from a phone?
Yeah, you should do it from phone.
I mean, you just log in as Boomy.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, assuming that's like allowed.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't give a shit. Just give me here. John, give me the phone. I'll do it.
Yeah,
No one's gonna stop me.
It makes sense to stream it on Boomy's Twitch account.
Exactly.
He has the
Exactly.
most
We'll log in as Boomy. I'll control the phone. No one will do anything.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But who do we think's gonna win?
Oh, I'm thinking if Will Death fights, he would be probably my number one pick.
Oh God, I want Will Death to win.
Would he do it? Would he do it though?
At Adult Swim, he was talking. Adult Swim, he was talking about it. He was like training for it at Adult Swim.
Yeah.
All right.
I hope he does.
Imagine Will Death wins, step down, refuses the county.
Yeah.
I think that would be a very good royal because of how much they want to please the populace.
He actually does know a lot about the SA, even though he doesn't take awards.
He just doesn't want the awards.
But, oh, look at Edward just fucking body those guys.
Yeah, look at
oh my God, look at that.
They're not even hitting at him. Oh, they're there. Okay. They're just pushing him. They're not hitting him.
Yeah, they weren't hitting him. There's 2v1. Edward just shoving him back.
You had like three guys who was pushing around there.
Like, no, go away.
That's tall, big privilege right there.
There's mid. That's mid crown. Yeah, mid crown hunted down one of our. That's Lewin, one of our archers.
Please punch that crossbow guy with his guard.
I mean, that was kind of a 8 Golfrids moment there with Edward, actually.
Yeah, that was an 8 Golfrids moment.
Did you say hate Golfrid?
8 golf.
Yeah. At one point, John and I. So this is the story. John and I were sitting on the armored bridge battle, or town battle, which is basically a bridge battle. I think, or it was the actual field battle. I don't remember. It doesn't really matter.
I think it was the bridge.
I think it was the bridge.
Okay.
But we were looking at the front of the Atlantean line because we were split between the Atlantean line and then the next bridge over. And it was 3 of our big humans who in total added up to, we were just like, on quick maths, I think they're over 1,000 pounds for those 3 humans. Like a part of the Atlantean, like, knock them down crew.
Yeah.
And then we were like, that's like roughly 7 to 8 Golfrids. Would you rather have 7 or 8 Golfrids, or would you rather have those 3?
It depends on your fight.
we were like, it depends on context. For breaking down a bridge, you want those 3. If you want an open field and to win, I would choose the Golfrids because they can have a front line and a back line with spears.
We'll sacrifice 4 of the Golfrids.
Yeah, 4 for Golfrids up front will die.
4 sacrificial Golfrids.
Yeah, the 1 pole Golfrid and the 3 spear Golfrids will win.
Yeah.
How many Golfrids does it cost?
Yeah.
We got really bored waiting for this battle to start.
Yeah,
I bet.
There was a lot of downtime in some of those.
Oh, there's one of the spear and chill guys.
I think Ravine was fun. I thought armored town kind of could have been better.
You didn't fight the armored town.
Oh no, sorry, armored bridge.
I thought I didn't do the last battle on the last day, the trench or whatever for heavy, but out of that, the town and the ravine were both super fun. The field and bridge were really boring, honestly.
Yeah. It was
I'm so sad I couldn't hit more of them.
But
now we're in a tree.
Oof.
No,
some guys flew in there.
The tree-inning.
All right, here we go.
Jason,
Leroy!
I had never seen Jason fight Spear before this ravine.
Oh, Jason took some footage of our fight, I think.
No, it's on the Herd channel.
Did Sven? Oh, that's right. Sven took it.
Antigone filmed it, and it's on literally the channel's called Herd.
Jason got really excited and sat down and watched.
He was like, "I'll wait till someone is filming."
Yeah, which I thought was fun. It's cool that we're all fight fans of each other, if that makes sense.
Oh my God, there are 3 people all leaning up on the one shield to block the door.
Yeah.
You see how they just unit right here.
Yeah, they just block up the door with as much mass as you can.
There was one of the far building up there. If you look at the other building up there on the far left, it had Rags and Sven in it. Yeah. And I was like, I wouldn't go into that bridge or into that.
I'm not going near that.
If you go in this building, even if you take this building by force, right? You do a column charge or a pulse charge and break in, you will just get punished. Even if you take it, you will hate having gone in there.
You'll hate life.
Yeah. It will be a bad time.
Look at John. We got
I can see Sven. Who else is up there?
Oh, look, it is me. Fuck.
Who else is in that house up there?
There's
a couple other herd guys, I think.
Yeah, it's mostly herd folk. We're talking about it after because I looked over a few times. Like they look bored.
That guy has a stop sign.
Yeah. Yep.
That used to be the way to get heavy shields was just to steal a traffic sign.
Steal traffic.
Yeah, steal, acquire.
Acquire is a good word.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Bind. You just pick them up. They're just laying there. They're just there on the tree for free.
That one didn't look like a street sign. It looked like a friggin'. We got that out of a train stop or something.
Oh, look at this thing. It's a smiley face question mark. I thought it was a duck at first.
It's like a little duck. A
duck, yeah.
Or something.
I do know somebody that actually still does. They only use like road sign, like literal retired road signs for their shields to this day.
I mean, it's probably cheaper than buying metal right now.
Sure.
It's that
stealing is usually cheaper.
Look at the scrum right
well,
here.
so they buy retired ones. They like the way that the metal like basically their argument is that the metal like reverberates and kind of like goes wubba wubba wubba, and they say that say that they like it because it eats a lot of the shot power for people, because it'll kind of like when they throw, it won't just necessarily bounce off. Yeah. It'll kind of absorb in to a degree.
I use HDPE and it does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same principle.
So like vibranium.
I
absorbs
buy aluminum sheet metal and bring it to Lachlan, and he cuts it out for me.
Mm-hmm. So it like messes up people's ability to hit it and then bounce off and throw a second shot.
Yeah. That does make sense in theory.
Off the onside or vice versa.
Yeah, well. Does he paint over it, or is he still like?
He cuts them out and just paints them green. That's it.
like wrong way.
That would be pretty funny. Have a wrong way side
would be the best.
Would be funny. Yield,
just right. Do you over the yield? Question mark.
Yeah.
Or just like right, please underneath it. Like,
please. It may take this house.
I don't think anybody getting there.
Must protect this house.
I mean, they can get in there, but if they obey signs, they would not make it further. The house
exchange is very exciting.
Well, still.
I would try to go in there. That guy's huge.
You say I don't know how you're gonna move that.
Guy. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Boomy, next year, do you want to do the Kato thing and go daggers in the house?
I'll go dagger with you. We just go shove people. I'm down.
Get two daggers.
You're gonna be way better at that than me, but
you're gonna need an ice bath.
I'm also not that.
Oh my god, what is he doing?
How much do you weigh, John?
Like 170-ish, 165, 170.
I'm like 15 pounds heavier than you right now.
Okay, so yeah.
We're not that far.
So get a dagger one hand, one of the pepper grinder maces in the other.
Stab.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
It'd probably be fun even if it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
As I say, it would probably be funny a couple times, but a couple times it probably also would not be very funny.
I'll bring shield and dagger. Like, that's all we need.
Shield and dagger.
You know what I can do? I have a mace.
Dagger.
I can do shield and mace.
Can you do the Wonder Woman thing and have someone launch you off their shield?
Sure, I don't think there's a rule against it.
Well,
I'm not supposed to displace other people's weight, but if an ally happens to fly off my shield, like John,
look, they're shoving against each other. Can we not shove ourselves?
Yeah. I mean, they do have on the town where you're not allowed to fling people over the walls anymore.
Yeah. At one point in time, launch people over
the castle or whatever.
The old castle thing.
Yeah.
There,
You get a big guy. You get a small guy who then goes basically put them on top of the big guy's shield, and two of you just go whoop.
They used to threaten to do that to me at Pennsic every year. Like we're tired of fighting at this stupid thing. I'm gonna throw Dominic over the top.
John, did you fight
in
the pillboxes at town?
No, I fought just next to them.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't fight in the pillboxes.
Yeah. Well, I just brought my 9-foot spear down there, and it really did not make sense to go in there with a spear.
No. You could only throw in, and even then,
but
it's probably not worth it.
I rotated because you see, like right now, I'm over on the left, but I rotate over to the right one, and I had way more fun fighting, just kind of literally like right next to the wall of it. So it kind of was almost like fighting in it, but it was like fighting along the wall, and then like people would try to go in. Like I was trying to keep people from because we had the house most of the time, so I was trying to keep people because they kept trying to charge through the door.
Yeah,
Experiment. Shieldman did, and I just kept trying to like stab them in the side as they were doing that.
As I say, that's what it looks like. If they make a rush for this house, like they're gonna get flanked.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a rugby scrum, right?
And there were less archers over on that other side, so it was more fun.
Yeah.
Archers
are lame.
What is Tally wearing when they're up in there immediately up against that?
Normal as garb.
I think they were wearing. I think they might have been wearing a marshal's tabard. Actually,
He has to have eye protection.
I mean, yeah, that's something.
Yeah, I think they had a fencing mask on. Actually,
They had a fencing mask on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I would be
I think,
But I don't think
and
the
I think they
garb
had
was like. I thought they were just in like garb, not
I think they had a marshal's tabard on over their
over
normal
garb.
garb.
Okay.
Because I think they were because at first I was like, I'm surprised they let him film up here, and then I was like, oh, look, he's being a marshal.
If they're being like a hey, watch this tree, marshal, but also I have a camera.
I don't want that tree branch to fall down.
There's Galfred and
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
There's
meridians.
what's his name?
Galfred.
Did he get a shark's tooth for this battle?
Galfred? I don't.
Yeah.
That'd be a boomy question.
I believe I don't know what he got it for. I believe he got both. I know all of the
Dead
unbelts
guy, I
got a
think you get up.
vexillium, and then most folks got a shark's tooth. Oh,
Okay.
You got
I got a shark's tooth. I didn't tell you, Dom. I got my first ever shark's tooth for Rapier at this
Well
war.
done. Where'd you get it for? Melee?
For melee, yeah.
the ravine, right?
For what?
The Rapier ravine, right?
Rapier ravine, yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Wait, what'd you do in the Rapier ravine though?
I did
shark's
normal
tooth shit.
me shit, but
Boomy did very standard Boomy shit, honestly.
yeah, like I don't think it was particularly above like what I normally do. I just think that there's like an expectation of what it is that I do.
The burden of being good at melee.
No, it's also like, well,
No one's like,
a lot of
hey,
time,
good job.
a
running
lot of
line." They're
times,
like,
a lot of
"Hey, come
times
over
when
here,
there's a
run line."
first time king, that's when the more established guys will get shark's teeth
That's true. That's true.
because they're like, whoa, like they've never seen you be a badass in the melee field before, right? And then all of a sudden, like, whoa, and you're like, this is Boomy stuff, and he's like, well, never seen that before, goddamn, shark's tooth.
I got a sweet golden shark's tooth. It's a really nice one.
It's
let's
gold.
go,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe I should fight with my actual kingdom for once if I want to get people to notice me.
I mean, that usually helps fighting near the people who give the awards to.
Unless you want,
Yeah.
like ones from other kingdoms, you fight with those kingdoms.
I'm
Yeah,
not
say
looking for the
maybe
white
get a
tiger.
Queen's Rapier.
Still gotta watch you.
Yeah, maybe if you're lucky, Boomy has a Queen's Rapier.
I don't have one.
Well, the only problem now is wearing the fire trick tabard. Who knows who? Say how does?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Who knows who you are?
I'm just another fire trick. I could be too tall for all people know.
Yeah,
right?
you could be me. You know, who knows?
Well, definitely not you. There's no one. There's a bit of a discrepancy there.
I would know.
A bunch of our newer like fire drakes were like, oh man, I'm just, like suddenly people are suddenly like paying way more attention to me when I put
Oh my god!
Well,
You're putting a bit of a target on your chest, literally.
I remember one war. I think it was a War of the Wings. We did a woods battle, and it was the woods battle day. I was like, I'm not wearing orange pants. I don't feel like being chased around in fucking. And I wore like some like brand newbie looking doublet and black pants. Well, someone else showed up there, a brand new dude, young kid, like liked to run around and everything, and he wore orange pants. Someone had given him orange pants, and like halfway through, he goes, "Man, everyone's just chasing me and harassing me the whole time." And I went, "Oh no, I'm sorry, dude.
rip.
That's my fault.
You chose
That's
the wrong
my fault,
clothes.
and I did not do that on purpose." I felt really bad.
At some point, I want to watch all of the tally stuff. So much to watch.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is not super exciting. Can't really tell what's. Other than
Oh, wrong screen. Haha, here we go. Hey, chat. Thank you for hanging out. I've got to get to bed soonish because I have a day job.
Wild.
so
but
mine doesn't start at 5:00 though.
thank you for hanging out and watching footage. And thank you, Dom and Slav and John, for hanging out this evening. We will watch a ton more footage. I have on the YouTube channel. I should be posting the Heroic Champs tomorrow, hopefully. I just posted all the rows that we watched tonight, and I have more that I'm working through editing and putting it together and out there. So.
I need an icon.
You do. If you look at the stream, you see Slav and John, but no Dom. Alex.
How are you gonna fit his orange pants into this little?
I think
little
what I'm
thing?
going to do is just have Alex make one orange stick, and that would be Dom. The stick can have like the talking version of stick, and then the quiet version of stick.
I love it.
His head is just on.
Maybe you'll be on next time as stick. We'll figure it out.
All right, sounds good.
Good night, chat. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, chat. Thanks guys.
Good times.
Goodbye.